Okay, guys, this is going to be an extended from my TikTok. So if you are coming from there, welcome in. And if you haven't already seen the TikTok, go back and watch that first. And then this is like an extended of that. So I already pulled some of the cards. I actually decided to take a look at kind of like the energetic stuff that's going on behind the scenes, because I want to see like, okay, what's going on? What's the deeper message? And then we will get into more so like, okay, what are their actual 3D actions? So what I can see is that this person is going to be in this kind of like, let me woo you energy. It's like, I want to sweet talk you. I want to like make you feel good. I want to let you know how connected to you I feel, how drawn to you I am, how much I reciprocate your feelings, and I feel everything you feel, etc. Like this person may even I don't know if they're gonna say it, but there's something about this like unspoken spiritual connection that they feel with you. I don't know if they'll say it at first though, because we do have the High Priestess, but it feels like there's like a hidden agenda in their energy, not in a negative way. It's just more so this person may like try to check your temperature for a while before they actually reveal anything. With the High Priestess and the Hermit, it's like, I feel like this person, like they come in, but they're gonna feel like really burdened, because I think this is the type of person where it's like, they like things to be easy. Like they, especially if like, this is like, this was no contact and they were with someone else, maybe that other person made things so much easier for them. But again, through that contrast, they realize just because something is easy doesn't mean it's good. Oftentimes it's the things that take work that are actually the best for you or the more rewarding. So it feels like they understand that, but they may still be in a beginner phase of learning how to actually act upon that understanding. So they're still integrating it. So I feel like this person's going to come in. They're checking your vibe for the most part. Like for some of you, like I said in the TikTok, this may have already happened. Like you could have already reconciled with this person for like a month or two already. And if that's the case, and you feel like they may have like given you little tidbits or said little things here and there, but you feel like things haven't like fully deepened yet, they will. Like they definitely have a bigger intention, and I feel like you feel that, but it's not shown yet. And I feel like in this time that it's not shown, whether this is already happening or this is predictive, you will be protected, because you have a tendency with this person specifically to fall into this more people pleasing, innocent, naive type of energy. Throat chakra is like heavy, not because that's you. I just think that's a version of you that you have a tendency to go back to when you get around people that you really care about and you don't want to lose. It brings that little girl or that little boy inside of you that maybe wanted your parents' validation or wanted your dad to stay or whatever the case may be. It kind of brings that up. So I feel like there's a little bit of inner child healing that this person is actually going to be reflecting to you, and you're more so reflecting to them ego death. Like we do have the final form here, which talks about like your true self and your ego death. So they may come in where they haven't fully gone through it and then you trigger it, or they could come in where the ego death has kind of happened, but it's not fully integrated yet, so they're still kind of figuring it out. But take it how it resonates. But yeah, so you guys are both still kind of figuring things out, but I do feel like they mirror some sort of inner child thing to you. Yeah, especially as it relates to like breadcrumbs. I don't know if this person will be kind of breadcrumbing you when they come back in, because again, they're still figuring out like what to do and how to do it. Not that they're like, I think they know what to do, but I think that they're just still in an energy where they're going to be figuring out, again, not how to do it, but like to just do it and not be so egoic or strategic or whatever the case may be. So they could breadcrumb you a little bit. And if that happens, it almost, again, activates something within you where you want to give more. So be mindful of like staying grounded and literally inner child. What did I say? 6 of Cups. Be mindful to stay grounded and to tame that part of yourself that feels the need to fill in the gaps, or to feel the awkwardness, or to speed things up, or to do this person's healing for them, to make it. Don't do any of that, because that's a part of your lesson, but it also reflects back a part of their lesson, where it's like you're meant to be standing firm in your own sense of groundedness, and they're meant to be learning how to open up about how they actually feel and to take action on those feelings. So make sure you keep your wits about yourself, because I see that sweet energy within you. This could be a mother wound for you even. I see that soft, sweet energy where you want to give this person your heart, especially in the midst of any confusion. You're like, I want this to move forward. I don't like the feeling of being confused. It makes me anxious. Stay grounded, baby. Stay grounded, because if you do, I feel like there's going to be a reward. And the reward is the Hierophant. A spiritual lesson will be learned, and this person will start. It's not much, Page of Cups, but it's something. You know, they're going to start giving you, look, it's something that could really, really, really grow. This person is going to start giving you some sort of emotional expression that it honestly may seem like a lot for you, because I don't think this person is the type of person that normally does this. Like, I've been picking up on this theme for the past couple of weeks, just in general for my collective, where it's like this feeling of a connection that is felt but not spoken. Like, it's time for these unspoken but deeply felt connections to be spoken. Baby, speak. What is it? Please speak. Yes, because that's the thing with the devil sideways. It's like there's a thin line, and I always say this, between this lover and this devil's energy, where it's like you can have a connection where you're spiritually in tune with each other. It's deep, it's all of this, but it can easily fall into obsession, avoidance, addiction, attachment, when it's not being properly expressed, you know, when it's being suppressed so much that these other vices come up as a way to cope or to validate, or whatever the whatever way it shows up for you. So it feels like you guys are being encouraged, and you're learning a lesson as it relates to how to get this connection in a higher vibration, and to not let it keep slipping into this devil energy. And that seems to come through some autonomy in the beginning, or wherever, in whatever phase you guys are in, until more stability comes. It's like the more stable you are within yourselves, the more naturally this will unfold into a way into something that's stable. I think this person needs time, space, and patience to get the courage to do whatever they need to do, and to act on these really intense feelings that they have for you. And I think you need to have the discipline and the self-control to not slip back into an energy of overgiving, or even trying to parent this person, because you understand and because you intuitively feel the connection as well, etc. And if that happens, you guys can actually finally close out this painful cycle where you're constantly in these loops, where it feels like things end just as fast as they start, and you can actually get towards a more healing energy for the connection, which is where it can become fruitful again for you guys to plant some sort of emotional seeds, and things can actually grow. So I do feel like that is either advice for right now, or some predictive advice. Take it how it resonates for your dynamic. So now I want to look at you know, like what their next action is towards you. Yeah, we have Married to the Mission is the overall theme, which talks about like there's a shared purpose here, love born from shared destiny. So it's like you have a soul contract where you were meant to mirror these things to each other. But and it you know, it very well may hold the energy, the runaway union, avoidance of intimacy, fear of merging. It's like you guys have a lot of potential, but potential is just potential until you guys choose with your free will to do the things that can actually align this connection in a long-term way. And it's not just this person, it's both of you. Now, I do feel like a lot of it needs to be initiated by this person, but you have to hold your ground so that that space can be there. This person needs like that space for things to grow, for themselves to grow, to be able to make that move without the pressure. Because that's the thing, it feels like things just move so fast with you guys. So if you did reconnect with someone like the past month or so, and it's been going slow, good, you're doing, that's exactly what you're meant to be doing. That this is just confirmation. But yeah, let's see. Like, so what's next in order of events, Spirit? What is this person's next actions towards my collective? Yeah, psychic connection. So that's where you guys are. So I feel like this person is gonna keep pulling on your energy. They're gonna keep daydreaming about you. They're gonna keep probably having dreams about you. There's gonna be more synchronicities. But really, the psychic connection card in this deck specifically does more so talk about like pulling on your energy, daydreaming about you, and things like that. Okay. Divine timing is at play here. I split the deck to life partner. Clarify psychic connection. Clarify natural evolution. Clarify Forever Young. So it looks good. The way this unfolds actually looks beautiful. It's like, I feel like at first, this person and you are going to continue to connect in the 5D where things feel safer, where you already have such a strong foundation with this person. The more you connect with this person in the 5D and them to you, the more it's so clear that you guys have real feelings that are like, it could go somewhere. Like, it literally says your feelings are real and worth exploring. And I think that's exactly what connecting in the 5D does. So if you're someone where you know how to like connect with someone in the 5D, like you know how to get into that energetic field, then it is recommended. Obviously in moderation, have discipline and don't overdo it. But I'm not saying manifest them or necessarily pull on their energy consciously, but I am saying it may be helpful to do some sort of meditation or 5D work where you connect with this person so that you guys build more trust in the 5D, you have more communication, you get on the same page so that that can start to ripple down into the 3D. And that's like a very specific message that I wouldn't usually give that type of advice. But I feel like for this specific collective of people, if you resonate with this, then I trust you. I trust you to do this. I trust you with this information. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Things, divine timing is very significant right now, but I do feel like things are moving exactly the way they're supposed to. There's something very fated about this connection. So that's another thing too. Like you can't really like, one thing I want to say, when it comes to energy and manifesting someone, you can't manifest anything that doesn't want to be manifested. What you want wants you to. 1111, as I said that. So I'm not saying to manifest this person, but what I am saying is connecting with them in the 5D. If you feel any like guilt where you're like, oh, well, I'm not trying to manipulate their energy. You're not. I mean, you could, but you're not. And I don't feel like that's your intention. So, you know, do what you will with that information. But I do feel like there's something fated that's going on right now. There's something fated. There's this imminent offer that wants to be made so bad. It's like, it's literally like boiling. It's about to overflow. Like this is like feeling long overdue, but it feels like you guys both maybe get into this energy of like holding back. And it's like, well, is it the right time? Do I need to think about it more? Will it work out? Maybe I need to just da-da-da-da. And this probably is more so them. But I do feel like this person is just going to say, fuck it. So anyways, this is in order of events. So this is what I see happening. I see you guys connected in the 5D, however that resonates, whether consciously or unconsciously. This could literally be dreams. This could just be daydreaming, which if you know, you know daydreaming. Maladaptive dreaming is connecting with someone in the 5D. You're actually really gifted if you can do that. But yeah, I feel like that's going to happen first. And when that happens, the more that happens, the more it makes someone want to rush in and make this offer. Like this offer, the thing about aces is that spirit. That hand coming out of thin air, that spirit. That spirit like, hey, you have this opportunity for this emotional fulfillment, this emotional overflow. With the white bird, it's like, this is pure. This is good. There is nothing like bad about this as it stands because I am just giving you guys this opportunity. But here's the thing. You need to take it. You got to take it and you need to run with it and you need to go give it to that other person. So it's like there's going to be some sort of fated moment where I feel like during the time where you guys are just heavily connected in the 5D, whether you're together in contact or not, spirit is going to be like, okay, cool. 1313, I just saw that twice. 4-4, so that's number 8. You guys have been going in a cycle. Anyways, spirit is going to orchestrate some sort of moment where it's like, okay, cool, here's your opportunity. It's going to be like, I feel like it's going to be for them specifically, but I don't know exactly how or what, but there's going to be a moment where spirit is like, here's the perfect opportunity. Confirmation. Here's the confidence. Here's the inspiration. Whatever this person needs, it's going to be like, here, it's right in your face. Are you going to take it or not? So I see that happening. And then after that, natural evolution clarified by benefit of the doubt. I feel like there's going to be some sort of contact that is made, or something that is said, a hangout that is scheduled, a conversation, something that's going to happen in the 3D that pushes you guys closer to, wait, let me see. Because it kind of depends on your status. So let's say you're in contact with this person right now. You and this person will be connecting heavily in the 5D, but it's still so much unspoken. Then there's gonna be a moment naturally where there's an opportunity for this person to say something to you, to communicate, to see you, to do something that opens up, or that, not opens up, but that seizes this moment. Let me just say it like that, for lack of better words. There's gonna be an opportunity to seize the moment. Then once that moment is seized, it still isn't like, okay, cool, I take this opportunity and now we're in a relationship, we're married, and you pregnant with my kids. No, relax. I feel like there is an opportunity to kind of like say, hey, you know what, I really like you, or to say I love you for the first time, or to break no contact and express some sort of feelings. Something like that happens. But from there, you guys go back to just going with the flow. Like, things unfold naturally. There's not much pressure, but there is this underlying energy of like, let's give this a real go. Like, let's actually try. Now, I do feel like in the midst of that, there is going to still be these little inklings of like, well, what if? Like, what if it goes wrong? Or maybe I should just go back into that energy of trying to control and holding back. Or there's gonna be a little bit of like, it's not feeling like temptation, but it just feels like just kind of being stuck in your ways a little bit. And honestly, this could be both of you guys, where it's like we're moving forward, but it is a leap of faith. And because of that leap of faith, because I don't have any like proof that this is gonna really work out, I'm scared, and I'm focusing on everything that could go wrong. But again, here's that ace. Here's that same ace spirit. It's like, but look at this. So I do want to advise you to focus on the positive as much as you can, because you can only control you. But energetically, if whatever you are emitting, it raises the collective consciousness. And if you are connected to this person, then on some level you guys are connected, right? Like consciously, subconsciously, whatever the case may be. You have a connection with this person, which means on some level you can influence their energy. Therefore, be careful what you mirror to this person. Do not play it cool. Do not be strategic. Do not any of that. But at the same token, don't overwhelm this person with your emotions. Don't be doing too much. Don't be chasing, like find that balance where it's like, I have a healthy optimism. I am open. Sometimes if you feel like they pull away, it's okay to send a message here and there. Don't be so prideful. But again, don't chase them. So like, take it how it resonates for your situation. If you know you are constantly pursuing this person and they're the ones who ain't barely texting you back, then clearly like make sure you're keeping your energy at a bit of a minimum to encourage this person to be in a more pursuing energy. But if it's more so something to where you guys are both avoiding and you mirror the avoidance back to each other, make a move sometimes. That could be reassuring to this person. I can see that they may have a little bit of a low confidence as it relates to love because of what they've gone through. So I see that happening. Like, you guys will be moving forward, but again, it's like you need to continue to be this stable figure in this connection. Like, the way you present really, really matters. And it's kind of like giving me that analogy or example of like working out, where it's like you work out every day and you don't see the difference daily, but eventually you do. It's like that. It's like, just because you don't see how something that you're doing makes a difference, it does. It really does. So be mindful of the things that you do daily, the things that you think, the things that you mirror to this person, the things that whatever. Be mindful of that. I do feel like, so after that, things may actually go into like a more fun or playful energy. But I almost want to warn against this. Hold on. What is this? Tell me more about this energy here. Yeah. I almost want to warn against this. So it may start to get so good and you guys drop your guards, and then you guys may want to jump into like some spicy time or talking about spicy time or getting into that sexy energy. You may not want to do that, because I feel like there is this potential to, especially if you literally have spicy time with this person, there's a potential for some reason for this to trigger a pullback. It may just be too much too soon. So right now, based off the current energy, this is their actions. They're going to do all of this, and that's how it's all going to unfold. They may, once things start feeling a little bit comfortable, they're going to try to see you and have some sort of private moment with you where they could be touching on you and feeling on you and doing whatever they do. And that could lead to this person pulling back and getting defensive, because it's going to confuse them. Because there's something about intimacy or spicy time with you that it brings up this person's deepest fears, even subconsciously. So sometimes this person may have a tendency to pull away from you and they don't even know why. They're like, why did I even do that? I want this. I've been waiting for this. This is exactly what I've been wanting, and then I'm pulling away. Like, I don't think this person even understands why they do that. They're a little bit emotionally immature, though. So I want to say my advice in all of this energy is to maybe slow down, especially as it relates to that. If you resonate with, like, being spicy with this person, you may want to slow that down. You may want to slow that down until when, Spirit? When would be a better time to reintroduce that energy? Until you and this person actually work towards some real forgiveness. Like, don't skip past all the pain and the hurt and all the things that you feel like this person put you through, or not even just them, but this connection. And that goes both ways. Like, you guys may really, really, really need to work towards forgiving each other for all the things that happened in the past, so that there's real forgiveness and no more residual resentment, so that there's trust. Because right now, it feels like if you guys go into an energy too soon of like spicy time, it's going to trigger both of you, especially them, because on a deeper level, there's a lack of trust. So it's like, yeah, I really care about this person. I want this, but I don't trust it. I don't trust you because this happened. You know, we get close and then you start being clingy and it overwhelms me, and then I feel like I need to pull back. Or this happens and we have spicy time and then I don't hear from you, or whatever the case may be for your dynamic. It's like, it feels like there's a certain level of intimacy, and take out resonates. It doesn't have to literally be spicy time, but it's intimacy on some level. There's a certain level of intimacy that could be very triggering, because you guys need to have a stronger foundation of genuine trust and forgiveness and healing from the past before you move forward. Like, I think what would be better to focus on, yeah, literally, guided steps to great love, follow the path of ascension. Clarify that. What would be better to focus on when you do reconnect with this person is letting go of the past, healing your connection, emotional healing. And let me see, like, so how do you advise them to like do that? Is this like a conversation, or what is this? Check the Tower. There's actually a lot that you guys need to move through. It just feels like basically there's this big thing. One, of all the unspoken needs to be spoken, but within a natural way. So it's like, I'm telling you right now, hey, the key to this is for the unspoken to be spoken. That doesn't mean this person reaches out and you send them a 10-page paragraph, a 10-page fucking novel essay. You write a book, and just to speed it up. It's like, you guys just naturally have to have those hard conversations. It's not even just about the past. Like, yeah, it's mostly about the past, but I'm feeling like it's also just learning, like getting to know each other and learning to understand each other more, observing each other, getting through any awkwardness too, because there may be a tendency to want to rush to intimacy, to like get away from the awkwardness and to feel like, okay, we reconnected, but it's not real. Like, that's a false sense of intimacy when you don't have a foundation with this person. Spirit is like, yeah, definitely get back to your spicy time and your intimacy or whatever when you have a stable foundation. For some of you, maybe literally don't do it until this person is ready to commit. And you may even communicate like, hey, I really, really, really care about you, but this is our past. This has really hurt me. I feel like I can't really trust you, but for some reason I still want to try. So I'm willing to start over with you, but it's on the prefixes that we literally need to start over. Like, I can't just jump back into it emotionally. It's not going to work. I don't want to fall back into a pattern where I'm overwhelming you, or I'm being clingy, or I have trust issues and we're arguing. Whatever the case may be, just let them know. Like, just be real with them and let them know, hey, this is where I'm at. I can't offer you relationship treatment until we're in a relationship. And before we can get into a relationship, we need to figure this shit out. And if you're already in a relationship, it's like, hey, can we start over? Can we start over? Because, yeah, we're together, but it doesn't feel like we're together. I don't feel close to you anymore. It's hard to really trust you and what's going on, because I feel like at some point, we lost it. We lost each other. We lost that connection, and I want to get it back. Can we start going on dates again? You know, can we just hang out more without all the pressure of like the intimacy or whatever the case may be? I want you, but I'm just not ready. And if this person can't respect that, then they ain't the person for you. But I feel like they would respect it. Because I feel like this person really fucks with you. Would they respect it? Would they? Yeah. This person, if anything, they would admire you. They're like, man, this like she or he, they really fucking love themselves. They really love themselves. Best friend is here. I feel like they would be down to be friends first. Like maybe that's what you guys need. They would totally be down for that. Clarify best friend. And in this deck, we have a friend zone card. So it's not giving friend zone. They're not going to feel like you're friend zoning them, and they're not going to friend zone you. It's genuinely, friendship is vital to your romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. Like they're going to understand, like, okay, yeah, that might actually feel better for them. It may be something that they couldn't think of doing, but they're like, shit, I'm glad you thought of it, because I didn't even think of that. And it's clarified with responsibility. So they're going to understand, like, yeah, our romance is being interrupted because we need to do this first. We need to do the work first. We need to let everything fall, and we need to break down everything that doesn't work so we can rebuild on something that could actually be long lasting. But it's like when you communicate that, you need to stand on business. And I know that may be hard, especially for the girlies where it's like you've been, or the guys where it's like you've been intimate with this person before and you want that. You miss them. You feel that chemistry, but it's like you have to be disciplined. For my collective, the people who are watching this, that's the biggest lesson. If you already seen the TikTok, discipline. You have to be disciplined. That is your lesson. If you can master discipline, not just sexual discipline, but emotional, all of that, just having boundaries, not going too fast, being comfortable with the uncomfortable, standing on business, keeping your own autonomy, not being so triggered by every little thing this person does, not having unrealistic expectations for them, all of that, baby, if you can stand on that discipline, I guarantee you this relationship will have a very likely chance to deepen. Now, they have to meet you halfway, and I feel like they really want to, and I'm not here to necessarily too much talk about their advice because I'm talking to you. But yeah, if you can do your part, you're at least 50% closer to getting there. Versus if they ain't doing it, you already ain't got that 50%. And if you ain't doing it either, then baby, we at zero. We're never going to get anywhere. Because I know some of you may feel like, well, they ain't doing it, so why am I doing it? It don't matter. Okay? If they going to jump off that cliff, you going to jump too? Probably for some of y'all, if y'all. Anyways, but it's like, yeah, just focus on you and do what you need to do, and don't worry about, well, how is that going to make them feel? Is that going to... If it does, baby, that's your answer. They ain't for you. Because the one for you is going to be willing to endure with you. And I feel like they will be willing to endure with you. If anything, I feel like they're going to really respect you because of it. So, yeah, let me see. Anything else you want to highlight, Spirit, before we close out? Justice. Libra season could be very significant. I've been getting that. I was going to get an oracle, but I don't see one that I want. So, yeah. Anything else? Yeah, it's going to be a little bit scary, but doing things the right way is the right way, quote unquote, is what's needed. Continue to work with your spirit guides, because there's definitely, like, spirit team is very present in this connection. They want you guys to be able to manifest this. They know you want this, and they want it for you, but you have free will. So, you know, prayer could be significant as well if you believe in praying. You know, praying and manifesting is the same thing. You know, if you know, you know. But whatever you believe in, do that shit. So that is the message. I like this message. It feels very real. So do what you want with it, and I hope this helps.